You know, I was on the internet the other day, and I seen this post describing a robbery or something. And two of the people who were committing the crime were basically fat. And in the post, instead of it saying two fat people robbed the drugstore, they described them as high-calorie individuals. If you don't just call them fat fuck, I never thought I'd see the day where fat people would get code words, bro. High-calorie individual? Are we fucking serious? That's like calling black people highly dark individuals or highly dangerous individuals. Like, that's gotta be racist, bro. Like, can we just not call these niggas what they are, fat? I ain't got nothing against fat people at all, bro. I love fat people, bro. They're always funny. They always know how to cook. They're big. They're good shields. Like, bro, fat people are the fucking best. Not high-calorie individuals, bro. Fat people. Like, I feel like Gen Z gotta stop using code words and just call shit how it is, bro. If there's nothing wrong with being fat, then why are we trying to refrain from using the word fat? That makes no sense. Like, if we're really trying to support body positivity, what's wrong with calling people fat, bro? Isn't that shit supposed to be empowering or some shit? I don't even know. Like, I really feel like our generation really be contradicting ourselves, bro. It's the same thing with that hoe shit. There's nothing wrong with being a hoe until you have 5 STDs and 16 children. Like, obviously, there's something wrong with that, bro. That's not a good thing. That being said, though, I'm a fucking hoe. And niggas be calling me fucking fat, even though I don't see this shit. Like, look at the fucking abs, man. Like, come on, man. You can't get this nowhere. Like, bro, people just need to start accepting who they are. Just because you call it a different thing doesn't mean it's any different, bro. That's like calling eggs dead baby chickens. I mean, we all know it's dead baby chickens, but eggs are just a nicer term. Or it's like saying that killing somebody in self-defense isn't wrong. Nigga, you still killed a person. You just saved yourself from being killed. Like, we gotta stop hiding from the truth and just admit what we are, bro. Fat, degenerate fucks. I got some more points I want to make too, but my camera's finna die, so we finna get out of here. I'm gonna talk to y'all in the morning, bro. Future Cloud, stand up, nigga. Actually, I got more to say too. I had this one fat homie, right? I ain't gonna lie, he was pretty fat. He wasn't necessarily obese, but he was just a he can't pull hoes type of fat. You know, just a lonely ass, sad fuck. And one day he asked our friend group if he was fat. And we all just looked at him and we simply just laughed. It's like, nigga, why are you asking us a question you already know, bro? Like, do you want us to lie for you, bro? And ever since that day, I could tell it stuck with him because after that, he got a gym membership, he started working out every single day, and now he's still kind of fat, but he does pull some hoes now. So at least he got out of that stage of being fat. Now, he's still a fat fuck and he still needs to work out, but hey, he ain't as fat as he used to be, bro. Shout out to bro for real, man. You a fucking bitch. You still need to work out, you fat fuck. Stop eating fucking McDonald's. All right, bro. New day, same topic. Let's go. You know one thing that fat women do that be pissing me off? And I know it's a cliche and all that bullshit, but I still gotta talk about it. When they criticize niggas for being too short, but when a guy says she's too big, she acts like he's committing a fucking hate crime. Like, how the hell does that make sense, bro? You can't control your height, but you can't control your weight. Like, come on, let's lock in. I remember there was this one fat girl I knew, right? And I'm not trying to sit here and fat shame or bash on fat girl, but this fat girl was a bitch. Everybody knew she was a bitch. Her mama knew she was a bitch. She knew she was a bitch. She was just unlikable, bro. And I don't know if she was a bitch because she was fat or she was a bitch just to be a bitch. But regardless, she was fat and a bitch. Which again, I love fat people, bro. They're always funny, they always can cook, and they're usually good people. But if you're fat and you're a bitch, for some reason that shit just pisses me off a little bit more. I'm not finna lie to you. It's like picture poison, man. I'm not finna lie. But I remember nobody liked her in my class. She had one friend and she was fat too. But the only reason why they were friends is because they were both fat and they just kind of related on food or something. I don't know, nigga, they was just fat. Until one day, fat girl number 1 switched up on fat girl number 2. Now, why they switched up, I don't know. All I know is they started beefing. And I don't know what number 1 did, but whatever she did, it had to be some crazy ass shit. Cause a week after they split up, me and my whole class had a field trip. And while we were on the school bus, everybody in the class got added to a group chat that had fat girl number 1's nudes. No, let me tell you. They were disgusting. So immediately after that, all hell broke loose, and everybody started laughing at fat girl number 1. It wasn't because she just got leaked, and it wasn't because she was fat. It was simply just because she was a bitch, and she got leaked, and she was fat. I think after that school year, the fat girl obviously left the school, and honestly, I have never heard from her again. Now, why was fat girl number 1 sending fat girl number 2 nudes? I don't know. Maybe they had a little fling going, and I guess fat girl number 1 cheated on her. I don't know. Or maybe that's just a thing that girls do. But regardless, I guess payback's a bitch, and I guess fat girl number 2 got that payback. I'm not finna lie. But back to this high-calorie human being shit. I'm not finna lie to you, bro. When I seen that shit, I genuinely laughed, bro. Like, I laughed out loud. Like, nigga, like, it was funny as hell. Because I'm not finna lie to you, fat people are just naturally funny to me. No matter if they're actually funny or not. I mean, just the concept of being fat is kind of funny, bro. You ate too much food and you didn't work out, so now you're big, floppy, and you're slow as hell. Which, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that if your health is fine, but I mean... it's still kind of funny. Like, have you ever seen a fat person try to run, bro? Like, it's literally like one of the funniest things you can see. They just, all their flaps just flapping in the wind. Or bro, if you've ever seen a fat person fall down a flight of stairs, nigga, like that is dead ass top 3 funniest things you can see. They'll just be flopping and flopping and like, it'll just be funny. But the best part about it is that they won't actually get hurt because they got like built-in cushions to their body, bro. So like, at least you know they finna be straight. Because the thing with seeing people fall down the stairs, at first it's funny, but then it's like, damn, are you actually hurt? But with fat people, you don't gotta worry about that. Nigga, I'm finna get canceled so bad, bro. I'm not finna lie. Fuck it, man. We only live once. But shout out to all the fat people. It's really just jokes. It's really just, you feel me, comedy. Really just talking. I used to be fat once too, and I'm low-key starting to get there again. I'm not gonna lie. Look at the stomach. But I feel like since I used to be fat, I can blame fat people because I know how it felt to be fat. And honestly, when I was fat, I just kind of took the jokes, bro. Like, if it's jokes, I'll take the jokes. But like, if you coming from my person, you calling me a fat fuck or some shit, like, come on, bro. Like, we can get scrapping. Now, I'm not finna win because I'm fat as fuck, but still, like, we can get scrapping. Or maybe, like, you could win. I mean, there's that one fat nigga that always be winning. I think Nick Fury or whatever his name, bro, he always be fucking winning them fights. He fat as fuck, so maybe that benefits you, bro. Maybe you have extra cushion, man, you know? The fat will just, you feel me, make a blanket for you, bro. I don't know. Hey, maybe some people need to start experimenting with that, bro. That might actually work. Like, bro, I remember when I was fat, bro, I didn't even realize that at first until niggas started saying some shit. Cause I was like belly fat, right? But I wasn't like body fat for real. I just had a real big belly and I had like chubby ass cheeks. But besides that, I was straight. Or so I thought until one day. I remember the day vividly. I was at this thing called VBS, Vacation Bible Study. It was part of this summer camp thing I went to. And me and my camp mates, we was chilling. We was probably eating some snacks or whatever, learning about God or whatever. And we had some free time. And I was talking to the boys I was hanging out with, who I thought were my friends. They really weren't, I ain't gonna lie. And they just randomly started looking at me, whispering to each other, and started laughing. And at this age, I was kind of oblivious to things like this. I didn't really care about it. I didn't really think anything was going on, but you feel me? I was a kid, I wanted to be included, so I just asked, yo, what was y'all laughing about? And they just wouldn't tell me. So I remember the next day come, and me and one of my closer friends were hanging out, right? And he was in a group of people who were laughing. He wasn't, I don't think he was laughing, but like he was just, you know, chilling in the background, shaking his head or some shit. And I remember we was just walking, and I think his conscience just kind of kicked in out of nowhere. And he just said to me, hey, Clyde, do you really want to know what we were laughing about yesterday? And I was like, yeah, tell me. And then this nigga told me that one of the bitch ass niggas in that group said that my cheeks were fat as fuck. Pause, nigga, hold on, pause. Said that my face cheeks were fat, nigga, not my ass. And then this bitch ass nigga went around telling people that shit, and niggas just started laughing. And Brody was in the back of the group, so he kind of overheard that shit, but I guess he just didn't want to tell me because he didn't want to seem like a snitch. But when he told me that shit, it genuinely kind of made me feel bad. Mainly because I was a kid, and also because they didn't include me into the joke. Like, nigga, if you're finna laugh at me, at least tell me about it, bro. Like, I'm gonna still be pissed, but at least I can laugh too, man. I don't know. But just like making fun of me and then like whispering off in secret, like it's just like some bitch ass nigga shit. I honestly didn't really care about my cheeks being fat, bro. I've never really cared about my body image. I don't really give a fuck, even now to this day. But it just kind of hurt me that they was trying to keep that shit away from me. And instead of just like being real about it, like what the fuck are y'all doing? But after that, I didn't really care about the situation until we had like a little pool day at the summer camp and my shirt was off and my stomach was poking out and shit. And the hoes started noticing, pointing and laughing and shit. Yeah, once I seen that shit, I knew I had to get into the gym, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's one thing if the niggas are saying it, but if the hoes are saying it, bro, that's just, we can't do that now. We can't do that over here. So soon after, I started my little sports arc because I was too young to go to the gym. And I think that's what led me into like competition swimming. And soon after I started, my stomach became flat as Taylor Swift. So yeah, that's how I beat the fat allegations, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but I ain't gonna lie. I was not finna let my stomach get in the way of me getting hoes, bro. Fuck that shit at all. Now, nah, nigga. That shit absolutely could. Fuck no. Alright? So I guess the moral of the video is, if you're gonna be fat, don't be a bitch. Because, yeah, I think that's good. Alright. We out, my lovers.